everybody. It's the coach, and this is...
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Indianapolis Colts. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. Leading them out is the former first-rounder from all the way back in 2004 from Miami of Ohio, Ben Roethlisberger.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Roethlisberger will throw. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. First carry for James Conner. And he works free. He's got daylight. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Conner with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. He talked about explosion plays. There's one pretty much right out of the gate.
And now they get to ride a wave of emotion, momentum, everything. Just as you described, right out of the gate, big sprint, touchdown. They're excited. But on the other side, they've got to guard against a major letdown because they hit them right in the gut with that one. And now you start to question yourself a little bit when you give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Come on, baby. Let's go. Ready. 8, read. 55. Hey, tight. Hey, switch gears. Under 10. Roll out. He's coming. He's fine.
They'll run on first down. Taylor, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check, 55 to Mike.
Looking to throw on. And his throw is incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
Hey, check right. Get it.
To throw on 3rd down. Eason. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. Last week we saw a rarity. He was over 200 yards on the ground, and they lost. So we'll see if they can get more carries like that and win this week.
And that was interesting watching the game tape, wasn't it? Because it was hard to register while we watched him pile up that yardage and create those nice runs that they didn't win the football game. But that doesn't mean changing what you do. Continue to feed him the football.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 2nd down now, it's Taylor. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be a third and about 13.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3.
Hey, high 7.
Come on, guys, 55. Watch the run.
Hit it.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Eason, and he's got his man Hilton. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 41-yard line.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
Putting the ball in the end zone. In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snoop full, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Hard.
Now a run with Mack. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Getting some penetration. Check 24.
Hey, lock it. Ready.
Now a give, right side. Taylor. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack.
Get out of there, Mack.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 12 more yards there and another first down.
You got 2 back.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal. 1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
Hey, watch it. 36. Slam.
Rock it. Fire.
They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it in for a Colts score. A great effort there. His 19th touchdown now on the season as they are now on the board here in the first half. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They just go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
So that drive, 12 plays, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Steelers set to take the field. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Ball on the 2nd and 5. Now Roethlisberger to throw. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
Here we go, here we go. 180.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. He finds his tight end, Gentry. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Colts pick it up. And he will score. Touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The drive will start with Connor. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
I'm scared.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously, one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. From the 39, Roethlisberger, and a catch made by Johnson. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Block 80!
Check 53, right. Here we go.
Check 4,
Trying to get the first with Samuels. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals. Right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Ze na die van me out there, and come
I don't know about you, but I can hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coach is screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
After reviewing the play.
So the challenge comes in inside of 2 minutes, and it gets overturned.
And it changes the whole format of what's about to happen because both sides had thought a certain call had been made. Now they have to flip back and start over.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Check, 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 check.
On first down. Man, well, a pretty move couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Nowhere to go. He lost the football. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. From the gun, Eason. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Let's go. Do it.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Let's make these babies cry.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Now it's Roethlisberger. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
All right, now. 2:30.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. And a loose football. And the Colts pick it up. So we hit halftime here in Indianapolis. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half.
They hit hard, nigga.
Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. This is taken at his 40. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. We have not seen much on offense from either side these last few drives. It has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week on our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. They'll run on first down. It's Mack, and this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
All day, dog.
Let him bitch bring it.
To throw on second down. Beeson going to throw right side here. Complete.
My record, nigga, that pit, nigga.
They should put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh.
Hey, watch the slant. Quick the edge, quick the edge.
Come. Look at me. Go. And ready.
On third down. It's Taylor.
Let him hit out of
A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Watch the whip.
Now a carry from Mack. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Let's go, D.
Now a give, right side. Taylor. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
98 for Mike. Hey, defense, let's go.
Check, crunch.
Go out. Snap.
On first down, Mack down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, this is the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Switch. Rush it.
Go on. Get it.
They run with Taylor. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Chalk that up as a 40-yard loss. And now it's third down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on third and long.
Watch 98 for Mike. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Watch 98. Go.
Operating from the gun, Eason. And the catch made by Hilton. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
We got this.
He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
They'll run on first down. It's Taylor. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Check 3, check 3, check 3. Check 99.
Hard.
On 3rd down, it's Taylor. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Frank Reich, he didn't even seem hesitant about this. He wants to go for it on 4th down.
Watch the edge.
Wait, lock it.
Wide, get wide.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And his kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Let's go.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, man, because you're exactly right.
Don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, Connor looking for space.
Here we go.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Steelers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Roethlisberger setting up the screen. This is Samuels. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Roethlisberger. This is Johnson. He's got it. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Now here's a pass on 1st down. It's knocked away and incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
We got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Ben to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling him almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move him.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. Oh, I can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get him to 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here's Roethlisberger. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. And he connects with Vance McDonald. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Let's go.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Watch QB jump. Watch QB jump.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Roethlisberger complete to Washington. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw here, Roethlisberger. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. After the sack on first down, Roethlisberger. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up over the third down. Now Roethlisberger. This is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Watch this rock. Rock it. They go.
On first down, Taylor. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. They go to the ground again with Taylor. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Ready up. Watch 98. 98's the mic. I'm coming. You go tight. You got tight right there.
Tighten up.
Ready.
On third down, Taylor. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
Boy, he's so goddamn. I can't keep my fucking finger up.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Check your hot read. Check.
Bam.
Check 43.
Alert flare. Leo. Under crunch. He's checking. Crack. Deep grip.
Trying to punch it in with Taylor. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Colts unable to convert here on fourth down. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. Well, they knew who to turn to on fourth down. Their horse, they needed the short yardage. He just couldn't get it.
And that's a surprise because normally that's bread and butter for them, right? Hand it to the big guy, let him go, pick up the first down. Didn't get it there. All credit to the defense. Usually, even if they know he's coming, he can't be stopped. And they got it done on that play.
They'll look to throw. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it.
My Ricky, nigga. My Ricky.
Down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown in Indianapolis. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So Big Ben and the Steelers now down 24-14. 23 seconds to go. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a first down. Back to the air. Roethlisberger after the pick six. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. The intended receiver out of the backfield was Jalen Samuels. But it's going to be second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Roethlisberger to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball. A little dangerous. Could have been picked. Now it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Tight is right. Watch tight. Tight is right.
And the blitz does come. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Yes, sir.
And Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal. Win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So for the Colts, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis,